Dear residents, welcome to the deep green valley. This can be your home. You can call it your home. It is a fine place to call home. At night you can hear moving water through the open window. You're far enough up the hill that the house won't flood when the river jumps its banks and courses through the forest, sweeping away parts of the familiar landscape, leaving artifacts from upstream. In the autumn some years, if there's a bad drought, you'll be able to walk the riverbed right down the middle. I've seen it a few times in my life, but it seems as though the cycle from flood to drought is moving faster now, more relentlessly. The river is fed by springs. When the main stream dries up, leaving a cracked, curving road of dry mud and limestone, hundreds of freshwater clams laid out for the raccoons like a buffet, there will still be ponds of cool groundwater near the river bends. These are the springs. You'll find herons posted up at the springs during the droughts, feasting on the fish, crawdads and frogs isolated and trapped in the pools. Remember where those springs are. They're the last spots to freeze. If you walk or ski the river in the winter, you'll want to stay close to the banks at those spots. Most of the river is only 2 or 3 feet deep on average, but the springs go much deeper. When the beavers built dams, the water would pool upstream, deep and placid, above the rocks and deadfalls. In the winter, we would shovel the snow off the river in these spots and ice skate. You could do that too if you like, but I haven't seen a beaver dam for a few years now. You'll find bones if you look. Everything is very much alive here, which means death is all around. The coyotes patrol this valley, easier to note in the winter, meandering paw prints leading to patches of blood and fur in the bleach white snow. You'll hear them at night, and the raccoons and the owls, a symphony of frogs and insects, rabbits in the bushes scattering by the dozens in your approaching headlights. You aren't the first to be here, I suppose, is what I'm saying. Probably 12,000 years, as far as we know, there were people around, eating here, hunting here, loving each other, raising children, dying. And before them, it was just the deep green valley. And after you, someday, it will be the same. I will be long gone, and so will you. What remains will be the river, insistent and patient, watering the trees, pulling them in, cutting and changing the course of the valley, the shape of every bank, smoothing every jagged stone in time. The drops issuing up from the springs in the deep green valley, flowing into the LeSueur, the Blue Earth, the Minnesota, the Mississippi, and out to the great wide ocean. And the trees will be left, ecstatic and constant, pulsating in the wind, falling, regrowing, burning, regrowing, incessant. The soil, rich and black, full of promise above layers of thick clay and limestone, the fossilized remains of a nameless, forgotten ocean which covered all of this far too long ago to fathom.